Hey everyone, welcome to Intuitive Gems. In this video, I had a request to do a reading regarding business, wealth, abundance, prosperity. So I'm going to do a general reading focusing on wealth and abundance for all the signs. Now, a lot of us, I do feel, are being affected by this Mercury retrograde in a lot of areas of our life. And I know most people are focused on relationships and communication, but there's also some underlying energies as it relates to business, money, finances, jobs, entrepreneurship, all these things that sometimes we look at in a way that may not be the primary focus, or sometimes it's the only focus. So, like I said, I decided to go ahead and do a general reading and talk about opportunities that I do believe are on the way for all of us. I do feel that there is a big shift coming along for a lot of people, and I feel that change is something that we're all going to have to learn to embrace, because so many people have been resistant to change. Even though it's a change that they want and a change that they're actually looking forward to, there's still a little bit of hesitation there. So let's go ahead and take a look at what Spirit wants us to know, so we can all feel a little bit more grounded and a little bit more connected during this time. Very interesting. Now, as I connect with these cards here, I'm going to tell you a little bit of how I'm going to do this reading. Now, one of the readings I like to do is a 9-card reading. The middle row is the current situation. The top row is not necessarily the past, but things that may have led to the current situation. And then this third row is the most likely outcome if things continue on as they are. So when I look at this third row, I do see the 5 of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands in reverse, and then I also see the 8 of Cups. Now, I do feel like a lot of us have maybe not have been the best at managing our finances. I do feel that some of us have gone through some struggles recently, and a lot of it is not necessarily because you've been the victim of something. It's been because of poor choices. Now, we all have, done this at some point or another, but the result of our choices, or sometimes not making a choice or not doing something that we know we should do, that can get us into a bind. It's one of those things where you have to deal with the consequences later. And that's what happened with the Queen of Wands. She is a card of responsibility, or in this case, in the reverse, irresponsibility. She usually makes really good decisions, but sometimes in the spur of the moment, she may just kind of go with the flow, and that may or may not be the best at that time or later on. Now I also see the Eight of Cups, which means that there were some things here that we had to tend to, but we did neglect for whatever reason. So there may have been some responsibilities or obligations that we walked away from, and we walked away from those obligations by choice. Now here's the thing though, let's look at what got us into this position. I see the Seven of Cups in reverse. That means we had a lot of choices. Maybe we had a lot of money, maybe we had a lot of job offers, and for whatever reason we didn't make the best choice, but it's okay because at that time we felt that was the best choice for us. Or it could have been maybe we didn't consider all the possibilities and we just went with what was the easiest choice. Now we've got the Page of Wands here. Now this is a card of communication and messages. And I'm feeling like we did get some good news in the past, and that may have made us a little bit more secure or maybe a little bit more confident than we have been in the past. You know, we did feel good about the choice we made at the time. As a matter of fact, it was a blessing that we made the choices that we did in the past. And again, this relates to money. It relates to business opportunities. It also relates to ideas and growth and plans coming to fruition. Also, taking action in a way that we believe will be profitable. You know, so we went into this situation with good intentions, but maybe we could have done a little bit more research, or maybe we could have taken a little bit more time to thoroughly, you know, figure out what is going to be the best decision or the best course of action for us. Now, when we look at this last row here, let's take a look and see the direction that things may be going if we continue on in this way. Now, I see the Three of Wands here, and this is a card of contemplation, and it's also a card of making a decision of which path we want to take. Now, it's always interesting when this card shows up, because sometimes this card is a card of considerations of things that we may not know about, but that are on the horizon. So we're kind of patiently waiting for the right time or the right sign to make that decision. Also, I see the King of Swords here in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is a card of impulse, making quick decisions. Also, kind of feeling put on the spot. So it's like maybe you're not ready to make a decision or a choice, but someone's kind of pressuring you to do so. Just be careful of that, because you do know that that could likely, you know, be a situation that you're going to be in the near future. And it's also going to cause you to hesitate. You're going to hesitate as far as spending money or making an investment or making a financial decision that could affect you now or in the future. Now, I do want to pull an Angels of Abundance card. Now, I really like these cards because they do focus on actions. You know, things that we can do in order to improve our situation, or things that we may need a little bit more clarity on as it relates to our situation. So let's go ahead and pull 3 of these cards so we can get an idea of some of the things we need to work on in order to increase our abundance and increase our prosperity. Quite a few cards are making themselves known. Interesting. All right. Now, the first card we got here is Release Jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. So this could be something that is holding you back from all the blessings and the prosperity and the wealth that you are trying to attain. So just remember, jealousy is not real, and it's something that you are going to have to learn to work through and not be triggered by the success or by the, I guess, a perceived success of other people. Now, the next card we got from the Angels of Abundance is Clean Energy Food. When you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration. Excuse me, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. So, I'm sure I don't have to repeat this, but watch what you eat. Take care of yourself. Make sure you're nourishing your body with healthy foods, with the best that you can afford and the best that you can do. Obviously you don't have to go to to an expensive diet, but just make sure that you are making good choices as it relates to what you are consuming. And finally, we've got obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Now, I think this is a very powerful card as it relates to a lot of the things we were talking about in today's reading. We do have some blockages. We do have some things that we are working through and that we're learning to not be triggered by. And I think that this card really is just confirmation that those things are falling away. The things that are holding us back are being removed. So just keep on staying focused on that. And I do believe that things are going to turn out well. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I'll see you in the next video.